What up, what up, what up? Excuse me, tribe. Good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing well on this hump day. Got a couple of videos I'm about to drop on you guys. First of all, I want to say thank you to Reese G, the executive producer and one of the stars of the upcoming web series Chasing Dallas. I did Chasing Atlanta, and I'm doing G Status Atlanta Hustle right now. And so I'll be doing that next. They start dropping new episodes in August, I believe. So I want to thank him because he hooked me up. He gave me a shout out on his page. You didn't have to, but you did, and I appreciate that. This is getting ready to be your review of Basketball Wives. I didn't write down the episode. I apologize, y'all. But it was the episode Sunday where we pick up where we left off with Tami and Evelyn still going back and forth. And Tami, of course, went for the jugular. That's where we left off with Tami talking about sorry, I got distracted. We're Tami talking about that Evelyn, that whole domestic violence situation wasn't what it was, and Evelyn lied, and she ruined Chad's career, and that it was an accident, that the headbutt was an accident, and Evelyn just let it play out the way it played out. It ended up ruining that man's career. I'm not going to do a whole lot with that because I feel like it was, I like you, Tami, but I feel like it was in bad taste. I feel like what you said was a last resort type of thing you threw out there. Do I believe, later on in the episode, she says that Evelyn actually talked to her and told her this. Do I believe that conversation actually took place? I honestly don't know, and I'm not going to speculate one way or the other. What I will say is, even if Evelyn did say that to you, first and foremost, it was years ago. It's happened. It's done. Second of all, it's kind of like that whole argument that people used to make for the whole Chris Brown Rihanna situation. Oh, well, Rihanna, she was probably coming at him and this, that, and the other. And they were arguing and, da-da-da-da-da. At the end of the day, what I'm going to say is this. Even if Evelyn and Chad were arguing, he still assaulted her. Point blank, period. An argument does not equate an assault. Like, one doesn't equal the other. So just because somebody's arguing with you doesn't mean they get to assault you. So that's just like anything else. Like, you see two people on the street arguing, the first person that decides to throw a blow, they are still the person that created the situation. So anyway, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that because I think Tami, that was done in bad taste. I think you were frustrated. I think years and years and years of frustration fell on you, and I think you just lashed out. I hope you can come back and apologize. Not that I don't think anything would change between you and Evelyn at this point anyway, but certainly with the rest of the girls who I'll get there, because I was gonna say I appreciate Jackie. We could call Jackie a whole lot of things, but in this situation, Jackie was a real friend, because she was like, look, as much as I love you, I still gotta check you when I think you're wrong. And she was the first person, I could say the only person, because maybe they don't want other people to say something, but she was the first person to kind of come at her and say, look, what you said wasn't cool. All right. Then, so now Evelyn says, and Evelyn was upset. And again, I said this before, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I think the old Evelyn would have jumped across the table and they'd have been tussling. And a part of me thinks that that's what Tami wanted from Evelyn. I think Tami wanted Evelyn to go there. And Evelyn didn't. She was angry. She was upset. She was in tears. She was frustrated. But she did not go there. And she decided that she was going to turn this into a positive and have an event for her charity, or her foundation. It's not a charity. It's a foundation. And so we'll get to that. Malaysia decides that she wants to try to get Cece and Kristen together one last time and try to resolve this whole situation because it's stupid. I agree it's stupid. They agree it's stupid. The only people that know why they arguing is Kristen, because I don't even think Cece know at this point, like, what the fuck is the problem? Like, I thought we was cool. What did I do? How did we get here? I think the only person that know why they mad is Kristen. And when they do get together and Kristen talks about why she mad, I was like, so that's what this is about? You mad because she said you don't have a job? Do you have a job? Oh, okay. That's like me getting mad because somebody done called me fat. Am I fat? Okay. I'm looking at my double chin now while we talking. I don't like it, but it's there. And I'm fat. How we mad though? Anyway. Y'all, they be tripping. But here's the problem. Kristen brought Jennifer to the lunch. So that already gonna set the mood some kind of way, because first and foremost, part of the problem is Jennifer. Part of the problem is the way this whole thing started with Jennifer and Evelyn spreading their rumor, and they can try to play it off all they want and spin that shit however they want. Evelyn heard a rumor. She passed on the rumor to Jen. They passed on the rumor to Kristen. Kristen took it back to Cece and said, hey, do you know what they saying about you in them streets? And Cece took it. She was hurt, offended, but also was like, this could affect my money. This could affect my brand. This could affect my career. Hence, the conversation about her having a real job. And she was like, let's go to everybody else's job and see what they do. And when she said you, pointing at Kristen, I don't even think she meant you specifically to Kristen. I think, you know how you get in an argument, you start talking about, and you this and you that. I think that's where that was. But again, Kristen, you don't have a job, so why you mad? You're a stay-at-home mom. You don't have a fucking job. That doesn't mean you're not educated. It doesn't mean you can't get a job. It doesn't mean that there isn't a good reason why you don't have a job. Hell, if I ain't have to work, I probably wouldn't either. Not traditionally. So I don't understand why you was mad by that. Like, I don't understand why you took offense to that and then talking about something and you threw me under the bus. How was that throwing you under the bus by saying you don't have a job? Especially if it's true. I don't understand how that was throwing you under the bus. So then Jen, being the messy bitch that she is, gonna say, well, I mean, I thought you said y'all weren't even that close to friends anyway, that y'all weren't really friends anyway, saying that to Kristen. And then Kristen ass looking like a deer caught in the headlights and was like, well, what I said was that I didn't say that we weren't friends. I said that I feel like it was all surface. What the fuck does that mean, it was all surface? Prior to y'all being on this show, you and Cece was cool. Y'all used to probably hang out, go shopping together, and kiki and ha-ha at family functions. That don't mean y'all was best friends. That don't mean that y'all was ride or die. But don't sit here and try to backtrack, pussy pop on it now, backpedal and pussy pop on it now, and act like y'all weren't cool when y'all were. Just because you trying to be cool with Jennifer, and quiet as kept, Jen probably ain't the one you want to be friends with at this point, because Jennifer ass is making a whole lot of fucking enemies. So you may want to keep it over there, but you was wrong for bringing Jennifer. And Malaysia was like, I tell y'all what, I'm not wasting my time. Y'all not going to resolve this. That was the purpose of this whole meeting. I got other shit to do. And I'm out. Deuces. And they were like, you leaving? Yeah, I'm leaving. Because my whole purpose for being here is for us to work this out. But if that's not what's going to happen, I got other shit to do. I ain't mad at you, Malaysia. You got other stuff to do. We are introduced to Evelyn's new friend, Michelle. She's one of her gym buddies. She is... or was engaged to a basketball player. Not nobody that I really know a whole lot about. But Evelyn invites her to her Giuseppe event. The event she decided to have for her foundation was an event with Giuseppe where you're buying some shoes, and it was 15% of the proceeds will go towards the foundation, and then the foundation doles out the money to support women of domestic violence, whether it be a lawyer, whether it be helping them find someplace to go, that kind of stuff. And that's all admirable and that's all great. But you could tell this was some thrown together bullshit, because it wasn't nobody there but like your circle of friends. If this was a real event with a real goal and all that other stuff, like, you could have went through your Rolodex and invited a bunch of people that even you may not even fuck with for real, but it's all about charity and raising money. But whatever. Anyway. We see OG and Tami, and basically that was just for Tami to recap the situation of OG of what happened at the brunch, because, you know, OG wasn't there. And then they decided they're going to have a double date. And on the double date, I don't know if OG sent some mental telepathy to Tami about, oh, can you find out where his head is about marrying me? Because Tami was straight up on some, so where this going? Y'all seeing a date? Y'all trying to get married? Like, I just felt like it was out of pocket. I feel like it wasn't her place to get into that. And I don't feel like, unless OG told you to ask those questions and say all of that, like, we out on a first date, I don't even know you. Like, I just met you, dude. How you coming at me about what my intentions are and what my plans are? Like, you coming at me with a whole lot of shit right now. So I don't know where that came from with Tami. That was a lot. Tami was being real busy with that one, real nosy and shit with that one. But he basically, he said the same thing to her that he said to OG last week. Like, I'm not really ready for that right now. Like, I'm just trying to be a good boyfriend because I ain't really been a good boyfriend in the past. And it sounds like, you know, he be sliding in some DMs, and I don't know if he actually doing anything, but that didn't come out that OG actually caught him actually doing anything. She's caught him being inappropriate on social media and talking about something. She got to check his DMs and stuff. See, I don't want to be with nobody I got to check their shit. I don't have the energy for it. I don't care. But if I feel like I got to check your DMs and check your social media and check your text messages when you walk in the door just to make sure you good, then we ain't good. I don't have the energy for all that. And some people like that shit. I had a friend, she loved drama. Like, she liked that bullshit. She liked always arguing with her boyfriend and always, I don't have the energy for that. So I'm not looking for nothing. You can't make a man not cheat on you. Either he is or he isn't. Same thing with a woman. You can't make a woman not cheat on you. Either she's going to be faithful to you or she's not. And so at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship, you just have to be in it with the right mindset and hope that the other person you're with has the same mindset. And when you see something that is red flags or that makes you feel like there's something else going on, then you can investigate it. But all that looking for stuff, I can't do that. I ain't gonna be looking for shit. But basically, OG, you know, OG man, he stuck to his guns, you know, about where he is as far as trying to be married or not. So Evelyn was at her event. Evelyn didn't even act like she wanted to do the event. Like, in the beginning, she was talking to her, like, they're in a shoe store, but it's just her in the corner with the 4 or 5 friends, you know, Shawnee, you know, the crew, minus Jennifer and minus Tami. For obvious reasons, Tami was not invited. And Jennifer wasn't there because she was running late. So there, she's like, you know, Evelyn's like, well, yeah, I just wanted to let you know I invited y'all here. You know, this is going to be an event for my foundation because, you know, domestic violence is important. And, you know, we have to really support women. Like, that was just how she was talking. And I was like, you act like you ain't even really trying to do this. You act like you don't even care about this. Like, you're not. And I know that Evelyn is not a, well, no, because she can be rah-rah when she want to be. And that just seems to me like that's something you would be rah-rah about. Like, especially just still being mad about the whole Tami situation and how that whole thing went down. But I don't know, she just seemed dry to me. It seemed like she was just going through the motions. But anyway, Shawnee Jen called to say she was running late, but she was on her way. And Shawnee was like, and that's my cue, let me get my sneakers and I'm out. Because she doesn't even want to be around Jennifer at this point. She doesn't want to have anything to do with Jennifer. She is just really not in a space right now to deal with Jennifer. And so she left. And so, you know, Evelyn let Jennifer know when she got there. She was like, yeah, Shawnee was here, but she left. Oh, I hope she didn't leave because of me. I'm not going to kiss Shawnee's ass. And people want to pull out receipts. I got receipts. And Evelyn was like, well, you know, what's up? Like, you got text messages and stuff? I mean, I'll pull them out when it's appropriate. Yeah, I got text messages. I'll pull them out when it's appropriate. Bitch, if you had some ammunition, you'd have shot that shit before you sat there and apologized to Shawnee talking about something you ain't going to kiss her ass. You already did. You already did at the little Ponderosa last week when you walked in the door and was like, Shawnee, I just want to say I'm sorry. You know, you kissed her ass then. Now, I don't know if you thought Shawnee was just going to be like, okay, we cool again. And you didn't expect her to still have a problem or have an attitude with you. But don't sit here, don't get it twisted. Don't sit here and act like Shawnee don't have a reason to be mad at you. Talking about I ain't going to kiss her ass. You already kissed her ass. And you will kiss her ass if you want to keep your check. I think hold on, y'all. That's pretty much where we at. Now, Tami met up with Jackie because Tami was like, Jackie was like, I love Tami. Tami's my girl, but I feel like she went too far. I feel like that whole bringing up domestic violence situation was too much. And that's why I said earlier that I love Jackie, because I feel like that is how you handle a friendship. When somebody does something to piss you off, that's how you respond. If y'all are really friends, you let that person know, look, you pissed me off, and this, either I'm cool or I'm not cool, or, you know, whatever. But you don't just let the shit linger, and you don't do a whole lot of back and forth with them behind their back and stuff. And at first, you know, Tami was a little offended, talking about something. Oh, so you carrying Evelyn's bucket now? You on, basically you on Evelyn's side. And Jackie was like, well, in this situation, I kind of am, because I feel like what you did was a bit much. Like, but where's that coming from? And then Tami basically breaks down and she's like, basically, I have been kissing their ass for the last however many years, and no matter what I do, it's not enough. They talk about me, they dog me out, you know, I'm not on their level, they act like I'm not on their level, and no matter what I do, I'm not enough. I don't equal. And I'm done with it. Like, I can't do that anymore. And that's really what this shit boils down to, that no matter what she does, Evelyn just will not accept her. And then she went on to explain some of the stuff. She was like, you know, you calling me a crackhead and stuff. I'm sick. I'm diabetic. That's why I've been losing weight. My health is more important than whatever you seem to think is the problem. And yes, I've lost a lot of weight, but it wasn't unhealthy. I'm losing it because I am sick. You're talking about the way I walk. I have diabetic nerve pain in my foot. And that is why sometimes I walk the way I walk, because my feet hurt. But again, it comes from me being sick. So I'm not going to equate Tami being sick to her throwing out the domestic violence. But when Evelyn started calling her a crackhead and you sick and you need to go to the doctor, you need to do that, that probably struck a nerve with her, and that probably was just the last straw, because she's been trying to be cool with these women, and no matter what she does, it's just not enough. You know, it just seems like it's just not enough. And again, Tami maintains that Evelyn told her that her and Chad were arguing, that he headbutted her by accident. One of the neighbors saw it, and that's how the police got involved, and that's why the situation escalated the way it escalated. Now, let me say this. In the beginning, Chad did say it was an accident. But because of the pressure from the media and everything else, then that's when he came back and took full responsibility and said, you know what, I did it and I was wrong. Which you did do it and you were wrong. Whether it was an accident or not, you still hit that woman in the head, and she still had, her head was still split. So you still wrong now. I'm not making no excuses, but I will say that in the beginning, that was Chad's line, was that it was an accident. So I don't know. I don't know. Tami, I still think that you went below the belt. I still think that you was wrong for bringing it up, but you know, I understand why you brought it up. I just hope that because she did end up apologizing. I mean, she didn't apologize to Evelyn, but she said to Jackie, you know, maybe I was wrong for bringing that up. So she understands that she might have went too far, but she was just caught up. She was just caught up. And we all get there sometimes. We just caught up. It's too much. But anyway, that's pretty much where we left off. We see that they're getting ready to take their little trip. You know, all these shows, they take these little trips. Real Housewives of Potomac, they in Cannes right now. I'm about to do that review in a minute. They went to Cannes, or Cannes, or however you want to pronounce it. I always thought it was Cannes. I don't know. Anyway, they went to France, down there on the water. I've been to Cannes. And I think I asked somebody there when I was there how you pronounce it, but now I don't remember which one they said to me. Because I've heard it said both ways. But anyway, they were there. But anyway, I'm going to get to that. So y'all let me know what y'all think in them comments. Did Tami go too far? Was it not far enough? Did Evelyn deserve it? Do y'all think she lying or not lying? What's up? What y'all think? Do y'all think Evelyn really cared about that damn foundation, that event, that Giuseppe event? Because it seemed to me like she didn't give a fuck about it. But we'll see. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Peace.